Madtrapper here. First off, I want to tell everybody a Merry Christmas. It is Christmas morning, mid-morning. Yesterday I come out and run this property just half mile from the house, set 3 of my MT Bobcat buckets. Didn't get them on film. It was still like 25 below, and the battery on that thing does not last, so apologize for that. But yeah, you see the remakes, and they're pretty much the same thing. This is the very first one of the 3. This was the only one that didn't have any cat tracks in the ditch. The other ones are set right on sign, but this, of course, being a ditch and with cats around, is a good set. So here's the makeup of it. You can see the limb that had the flag on it. The bucket laying right there. It was laying right here, trap was bedded right there. And then if you follow, I always use the drags. Again, I don't always use them as drags. This one I hung in a tree, so can't pull it around. And you can see something fought a long ways around all over this. They get around, it gives them something to do, but they can't go anywhere. I don't like hunting them down, but anyway, if you can see, right there he is. Just an average size, average color Missouri cat. Yeah. Probably a 2-year-old, I'm guessing. Could be a really, really early year-old this year. But we'll take him for sure. I do know there's a lot bigger ones in here because this is where I bow hunt, and I washed a huge one going across the bean field. So we'll get him taken care of. We'll do the remake and move on to the other 2 buckets.
Okay.
All right, we'll knock out this remake again. Pretty simple. I was using muskrat for bait. Lord knows got plenty of those. Beaver's actually probably a little bit better, but muskrat's good. I do put these sticks on there not for any other reason than to hold them still in a heavy wind, and other critters can't drag them around as easy. This is the number 2 fully modified bridger. Normally I use 3s, and I had a 3 on this chain last night. Thank goodness I had this in my buggy. For some reason it wouldn't stay set when it tuned right. Trapper's fault. But had a number 2 and it worked fine. I like the extra pan size and opening of the bridger for the big-footed Bobcat. These are strictly coyote traps for me. Now what I did, I pulled some of the grass, I laid it in there, I put some of my dry dirt and dry peat moss down in the bed. And now I'll just sprinkle a little bit. I am just trying to cover the levers and the jaw just a little bit, more to make a hump than anything else. Now the secret to any cat trapping, and I don't care if you're using dirt holes, I don't care if you're using flat sets, if you're using walk-through sets, it doesn't matter. The thing I see and hear people talk about time and time again is, well, I had a cat come into my set, but he stepped over here, he stepped over there, and then he was gone. Or he come in, made 1 step here, and was gone. I rarely ever lose the bait out of one of these buckets to a bobcat. They're not here to feed, they're here for curiosity. I fly this because the purple in it, and some of them you'll see are all purple. Years ago, I read they did a color study for cats, and purple was their favorite color. I don't believe in these to pull the cat in, but in this case, it may have worked a little bit, because if I showed you, he was up here somewhere, and the tracks come down the hill right into the set. Now, was he coming up to the creek here where it divides? I don't know, but it can't hurt, so I do use them. On here, the main thing is, you only want him to have 1 place to trap, or to step. And that's right on your trap. Coyotes, fox, You know, you got to have the standard, you know, fox, inch back, 2-inch offset. Coyote, I go 3-inch offset, 7 inches back roughly. Cats, that don't matter. They step wherever. And it doesn't matter if you're using leaves or chat or pine bros down south when we go to Mississippi. You only want one comfortable place for that cat to set his foot, and he will set his foot there. Coyotes will shy away from it. Again, I've never caught a coyote in a bucket. Coyotes will shy away from being squeezed down that way. Most fox will. Your cat doesn't care. You give him one place to step, all he's coming in there is to satisfy his curiosity. Maybe see what's in there. Maybe smell the lure stick. Whatever. He's going to step there about one time and be gone. Your trap needs to be that one place and the only place that he steps. And right now, comfortably, he could step up here. We're going to block that off here in a minute. But technically, he comes up here, comes off the side, and that's another thing. Cats don't work the set from the front very often. Come from any side, they may come around the back, step here, and go back that way. They're so random, you have to make it where they only have one place to step. And you will increase your cat catch exponentially. I mean, if you're having cats come and go and not get caught, you do this, you will start catching the cats. They have nowhere. He's going to come up here. Only place he has to smell the stick is a step right there. I'm going to put some grass wad up here, put urine on it. Only place he has is, if he's coming from here, same thing. He's going to come up here, step right there, smell, and go on. Except he ain't going to go on because he's going to be in the trap. The only place he can comfortably step. And we'll show this again more and more in different configurations as I go. Now this was just a slick pan. Some of them I have now have the, I put the sandpaper on a dozen just to check it. I don't think it's going to help me one iota, but I like to experiment. This here is my Bobcat caster lure. It's got beaver caster as the main ingredient, a couple others that the Bobcat like. So that's what I use for a lure. Now, if I can find me some leaves, they're decently clean. Just like to put me a little pile of leaves off center. Cat urine. Every cat set should have cat urine. I don't care what else you're using for bait, lure, or whatever. Cat urine, #1, gold. That's why I shoot all my cats. I don't choke them down. You choke them down, they'll piss out. Shoot them in the head, lung shot mostly. They'll keep their urine. When you skin them, get the urine out. Perfect. Can't get any better than that. All right, the finished set with a little Christmas cheer. He may not be happy, but I'm happy to have him, and he is a present to me for sure. Hopefully we'll have another one here tomorrow. Again, Merry Christmas, everybody. Hoping the other one or two of the buckets have something that we can show you when we get to them. We're down here at the second set. I don't see anything, but I wanted to show everybody this. I hope they come through good. But when I pulled up here yesterday, they're right there. Set of bobcat traps coming up, man. Going through here, you have a coyote running out beside him. But yeah, that bobcat there was one reason I sat here. And then you go down here into the creek. I'm saying the creek, it's just a ditch in the field. And you can see where I walked yesterday, but let's see if we can get past this. But here, and they're not as distinctive because they're windblown, but you got bobcat tracks going up there, and you have some going right through there. One pair of them's a coyote, but the rest of them look like two separate bobcats. One coming and one going. And I went up here and made my set. This was actually the set I thought would catch one today. But nothing, and I don't see any fresh tracks. And you can see the trap right there. Only place for one to step if he wants to get up here and take a smell. So this one doesn't have a feather on it because it's so tight right in here. Didn't figure I needed one. But yeah, they're going back and forth through here. Just didn't come down through here last night. Hopefully at the next set.